So my idea was to show this game because it's very funny. Okay, it's a blitz game, but if you think we were left half an hour, because they kind of draw odds for the position. Is a position, so you have like half an hour or 20 minutes to look at the position before the start of the game. It's not like you can prepare in the morning. So okay. Of course, Fischer random. The big difference is that you have to get used with castlings. So, for example, my king on c1, if I want to castle short, in fact, in this case, it would be long castle because the rook on g1 would go to f1. So, but in order to, of course, as in normal chess, you have to remove the pieces that between the rook from g1 and and the queen on and the king on c1. And if I want to make long castle, they are simply the only thing I have to remove is my queen. And then the rook from b1 would just move to d1, and the king would not move, So it's a bit, that's the only thing which is strange. But again, as you think here, and then I played e5. So the reason I played e5, I think it was a very good positional move, is because if you think you have the opposition between the knight from e8 and the pawn on e5. Somehow the knight is very restricted. And it looked to me like a good version of Caro-Kann when white plays the move e5 on move 3, But instead of having the knight on g8, then it's on e8 and it's simply badly placed. Sorry, I don't hear. Someone was...
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. So, but okay, the funny thing about this position was that Gary played a move which is very logical, like he plays c5, and then in the future he wants to... okay, first, of course, black gets space. The other line, what I liked was that, for example, here, as I said in Caro-Kann, for example, I'll just show one position here. No, one of the ideas in this position is that here, for example, is that imagine here, for example, here, you go here, something like this. So one of the ideas for white is to play knight e1 and then place the knight on d3. So now when we get to my game with Kasparov, my knight is already on e1. So my idea was to play here and then put it on d3. And I thought it was even, as I said, I thought it was like a very good version of Caro-Kann. So e5, so that's why Gary played the move c5. And the funny thing is I was already winning here on after move 2, but I just played a move which I had planned, and instead I could attack the pawn on h7, so that here white just gives check and wins the king. Sorry. I think here there was some check, or let me see, check, attack, e6, so bishop e7, and there was some, of course, the bishop e7 doesn't, exactly, so simply the rook is lost already. So I could attack, and on move 3 I was winning already because the pawn it's not possible to to
Yes, if knight g6, queen f5, queen f7. Yes, from us.
yes, exactly. Yeah, or even moves like e6,
Yeah.
but okay, e6. Yeah, so exactly that somehow we both didn't pay attention. Okay, it was that I could just win a rook, you know, on move 2 or 3. So, but also, you know, also a good move was to play simply to play not as I played b3 but b4. Okay, it's true that it's not really a sacrifice, because if black takes, then I would still have the same move, queen h5. But in general, the idea is to open your rooks. So b4 was much better than b3, because it just you go for activity, you know. So instead of I played here e6, and again very bad move, I would say. And in fact, Gary, we played both, tried to behave like humans in a way, but for example, here I think the position is crying for white to go g4. I mean, you have the rook on g1 and you just push and open your rook. So it's just about activity, and that would be simply give very big advantage to white in this case. So I played here, and then d4, and already a very big mistake. Still g4 was very strong here, you know, just for activity, and crash the position and open the position. I think white is much better developed for opening with the position compared to black. Instead, I made a very big positional mistake, and after g4, my knight is already not so well placed here, and black is even a little bit better. Okay, g3, h5, this kind of moves are logical, and I castled as just, you know. So, but for example, here, that was a big mistake. Black is a bit better, but as you see, the move queen d7, it's a good move. The idea is to remove the bishop and castle as well. So but I mean castle to the other side. So I played c4, which is a mistake, and then b5 was also not so good. It was better to first take and then play b5, and that would actually, in the future, that would almost win the game, because black has this extra, white has already castled, so I cannot run with my king from c1, but black can go to g8 in the future, as it happened in the game. So he played b5, also logical, and c4, very good move. I think it's a positional sacrifice. Take, and bishop d5. So here, knight takes, logical, and black prepares to castle. So I took here, and of course, it was a mistake. Black had to keep the queens, I would say, and castle in the future. But of course, now I completely forgot that I believed that I prevent black from castling, you know, by the move with the move queen a4. But of course, I could have taken on d5 and playing with pawn up. So that would be around equal. But of course, in that case, white would be safe. Instead, I played queen a4, rook b5. Okay, the pawn is not so important here. I would say it's irrelevant. So I made some useful move, and here it's already lost. So this is in Fischer random, this is what one has to, the big difference, the castlings, I would say. So here black is already winning. So here, and then he just played, so I lost everything.